Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires Let's Play, where we're playing as Karl Franz, and where the vampire counts of Sylvania are no more. I know, I should stop gloating. It's been a whole session, we're past it now, and I shouldn't celebrate it anymore, but I can't help it. I cannot help but celebrate at least one more time the destruction of the vampire counts of Sylvania. That war started in such a harrowing manner, it was such a huge threat, and not only did we overcome the threat, but we did it in style, and with some great gains. Almost the entirety of northern and southern Sylvania belonged to us, everything apart from Schwarzhaven over here, but truth be told, the Golden Order will soon have their fealty hit 10, they'll offer their confederation, and will happily take it to secure Schwarzhaven, the entirety of southern Sylvania, Dromar, and a bunch of their other territories over here as well. So I'm not too fussed about this one missing settlement over here, we'll get it in due time. Very pleased with how that war went. Now, on the topic of Dromar and the inevitable confederation of the Golden Order, which, by the way, I think I will do even if we're at 0 or 1 Imperial Authority at the time. I'll take the hit because I would like to secure some of these provinces. But on the topic of Dromar in particular comes a discussion about Oakenhammer. See, previously I didn't want to colonize Oakenhammer because we were in the middle of a war and I didn't want one of my armies to lose a bunch of their strength and then they could get attacked and well, removed from play, let's call it. Then I was thinking, well, why don't I wait until vampiric corruption gets a little bit lower, and then we'll take it afterwards. It occurred to me, though, that if I don't take Oakenhammer, somebody else might. In the middling scenario, so not worst case, but not ideal scenario, it would be the Golden Order. They push through, they take Oakenhammer, and then they'll have 2 out of 3 of these settlements at Blackwater, and eventually when we confederate, we'll have it all. That's fine. The worst case scenario is if the dwarfs make their way over to take their hold. See, if Karaz Akarak takes Oakenhammer, I'm not going to declare war with them. We get along, we have a good trade deal going. Like, why would I ruin all that for a single settlement? So, if it's them, they basically take Oakenhammer and they keep it forever. Up over here, if it's Karak Kadrin, these guys don't really love me, and our relations are actually deteriorating further. So if they were to take Oakenhammer, I might just be tempted to declare a war that I don't really want to fight, because none of their other settlements really matter to me, right? Even Oakenhammer is a mountain settlement, so it's not ideal, but I would like to hold on to Zufbar because of the iron, and if I'm holding on to Zufbar, I might as well hold on to the entirety of Blackwater, which is why Oakenhammer is even a conversation here. So to counteract that, I think I have to move quickly, and we're actually going to send Gotrek in right now to colonize Oakenhammer. His army is pretty badly hurt, and that means that when we colonize, you know, it'll take a lot of turns of replenishment for this army anyway, because of their current state, so we might as well spread out the damaged troops and spend as many times to recover from a colonization as well as from the battle damage that's happened over here. So let's go ahead and colonize, take Oakenhammer for ourselves. As I said, you know, it was already going to take several turns for these guys to replenish, and now it'll still take several turns for these guys to replenish. No big deal there. We will want to move them into Castle Drakenhof or something, because up over here with the mountain climate, we have reduced casualty replenishment rate by a significant amount, so we'll want to pull back for the sake of that. And at the same time, I think we'll go ahead and upgrade, or rather build up, Oakenhammer, because this is a relatively secure part of the Empire. I'm not too worried about any enemies propping up unless there's a rebellion or something, so we should be okay to build Oakenhammer and in fact Zufbar as well up a little bit. So that's Gotrek taken care of. Let's go ahead and move the Emperor Karl Franz up to Castle Tempelhof. I think we should be able to reach it. Yes, this will allow him to replenish to full strength, and the next turn we can strike against this rebellious army, crush Theobald over here, and we'll see what we do about control in due time, I suppose. Money's looking all right now, so we might be able to invest in some more buildings and that kind of stuff that helps with things like, yeah, control. On the topic of money, though, let's go up north over here, where an unfortunate and bittersweet exchange has resulted in us being in the black. We had a second stack over here. It's part of the reason why we confederated with Ostland. That and, of course, the gold mine at Wolfenburg, which is helping us tremendously. And again, it's a bit bittersweet. It would have been nice to have the 2 stacks together, fending off all of these enemy armies. I feel like Ubel on his own is going to be hard-pressed, so I guess he's going to wait for maybe Gotrek to arrive, because the Emperor I'm going to send into the mountains to take, what is this, Karak Raziak, or to raise it, I think. Yeah, raise or sack Karak Raziak for the extra money over here. We have to do it in 4 turns time, and then he's going to go towards Karak Ungor for the gold mine over here. So we actually want to hold on to Karak Ungor and get another gold mine and help with our economy even further. So Gotrek will be free to move towards the north and help Ubal, and as he's doing that, he should be able to replenish as well. But the sweet part of losing that second army is, of course, we were hugely in the red when that army was still standing, so at least we have that going for us, I suppose. At least we have that going for us where, yeah, we're making money as opposed to holding on to dear life. Now, Ubal could strike at Azazel, but I don't think that's a good idea, because if I was Azazel and I saw that balance of power and I saw Ubal coming towards me, I would retreat, and then I won't be able to give chase because that is the limit of our movement range, so that doesn't make any sense. I do believe this army over here is a better target because they're in forced march, so they wouldn't be able to retreat, but I don't think we can reach them. We cannot reach them. Okay, fair enough. So Decasaur is fine, which means then we strike at Castle von Rauken. That would prevent them from replenishing, which is helpful enough. And we might not take it. I don't think we'll occupy it, because if we occupy it, we won't be able to retreat, and they'll actually move in probably with both of their armies, if not all 3 of them, to just absolutely crush Ubal. So we cannot occupy it. We'll burn it down, and that way they can't have it either unless they sacrifice some of their troops for colonization, right? So Ubal, let's send you to Castle von Rauken. Decisive victory, low casualties. Before we do this, though, let's go ahead and encircle, because it just occurred to me there's something that I should do first. Over to the Elector Counts, where I got a lot of counsel from the comments, so thank you very much for that. Some interesting ideas and thoughts that I'll be implementing today. And very quickly want to mention as well, I got some excellent name suggestions over the course of the last few episodes that I intend to implement in the very near future, and by very near future, I mean next time. The next episode, if I have my math correct, is episode 20, so to commemorate that milestone, I figured we'll do some of our naming next session. I have a few names collected already, but if you have more you'd like to add into the pool based on events of today's episode, go ahead and do that in the comments down below. And of course, like I said, next session we'll be doing a bit of naming to kick things off. Now, the Elector Counts. Again, a lot of suggestions have come through from the comments, and there are some interesting ideas. For one, Ubal should perhaps be pushed to a new position at Ostland. That makes sense to me in a few different ways. First of all, mechanically, yes, of course, being the Elector Count of Ostland, as we saw, gives us huge benefits when fighting against Chaos, and Ubal will be doing that on his own, especially, for quite some time. So I think it makes good sense to get Ubal involved up at Ostland. Beyond that as well, apart from just the pure numerical and mechanical benefits to this position, I think from a story perspective it makes sense as well. He's taking care of Hochland. He fought the rot of Nurgle in Hochland, and now the rot of, well, a very different kind of rot needs to be fought up at Ostland. And so he's going to be moved up there to take care of the people of Ostland, the lands of Ostland, and the enemies of Ostland as well. So Ubal, you are no longer the Elector Count of Hochland. You are now the Elector Count of Ostland. Yes. There's the Brain Wounder, and alongside it the title as well, of course, which gives all these other benefits against Chaos. Again, I think it's valuable to have those. Meanwhile, what we're going to do is assign Elector Counts to these 2 positions as well. The luster of them being new is a little, you know, what's the word? Not tarnished, but, well, it's gone. The luster's gone now, right? So I'm a bit more okay with assigning some more folks in there. Let's go ahead and get Ulrich Stroim into the Elector Count office of Talabekland. He was acquired when that confederation happened, so I suppose that makes most sense. We'll go ahead and do that. And it's been pointed out as well, I said this a couple times before, like, oh, they haven't been tested, and so they shouldn't get that honorable title. But some of you suggested in the comments many episodes ago now that, well, maybe their test isn't on the battlefield, maybe their test is on the political battlefield. And I quite liked that back then, and I still like it right now. So Strom gets the Elector Count of Talabekland. Meanwhile, Southern Sylvania over here needs an Elector Count as well, and I think we're going to go ahead and give it to Gotrek. Again, from the comments, there was a suggestion that perhaps it would be ideal to put him there, even though he's about to leave us, I'm sure, in the very near future. He's not a permanent fixture, right? So he will be leaving us eventually, but for the time being, it's close to the dwarfs. It might be good politicking and stuff like that. I quite like that. It's a nice touch. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll make him the Elector Count of Sylvania, and I have a question for you, though. Has that ever happened in the lore? Has any non-human or non-halfling ever been an Elector Count? I don't know. I'm just curious if this makes lore sense. Of course not Gotrek specifically, I suppose, but I'm just curious. But to southern Sylvania he goes, Stahlberg's letter, as well as, of course, the Elector Count of Sylvania benefits as well. And that leaves us with Hochland and one of these two. Let's go ahead and get Gottfried von Leibowitz in there. I have no preference for either of them. But again, this is like an older title now, so it's fine to assign it to someone at somewhat random, let's call it, because I do want to secure more Gunderman's Shorefires, and with Talabecland, more Stutzen's guns as well. I think that's the right call, right? So with that all done, let's now actually dive into Castle von Rauken again. Primarily, it was about Ubel's position, but I figured if we're going to open that window up, we might as well do, do it all, right? That just made the most sense to me. Decisive victory, low casualties. We're going to auto-resolve this. There's no point fighting it. And we're going to go ahead and, I think, burn this down, as I believe I mentioned just a couple minutes ago. A little bit of money made. Sure, Gambler's Armor as well. Can't complain about that. Good stuff. Oh, hello. Well, that's an unexpected turn of events. I was not expecting to see Return to Elector over here, because it belongs to Ostland, who has been confederated. So how does this work? Oh, this is very interesting, actually. So because of the Confederation, Ostland is considered destroyed for all intents and purposes, which makes sense. I suppose the game sees Confederation as destruction, even though it wasn't a destruction. It was a mutually agreed upon handover, right? But the game thinks of it as destruction, which means if we give this to Ostland, the game will see it as us reinstating the Elector, which will actually give us Imperial authority. How can I say no to that? This means that the enemy will not be able to replenish in the area. It means that they'll have to fight a very minor battle for Castle von Rauken, I suppose, if they want to hold on to it, or if they want to take it back, I should say. Well, what does it mean for Ostland? Will they immediately offer Confederation? What will their fealty be, apart from the +2 over here? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and return it to the Elector. Get the Imperial authority. Again, I'm expecting some Confederation offers coming up soon, right? So I wouldn't mind buffing that up a little bit. So return to Elector. There's our +1. That's our Gambler's Armor. And yeah, fealty at 10 already. So now will they offer Confederation next turn? Or will they offer Confederation in 20 turns? Like, how does that work? Either way. I'm glad we're able to move after returning it to an Elector. We do need to replenish our troops a little bit, so why don't we pull back to the safety of Wolfenburg's territory. We can forced march over to here if we need to, but I just want to see if we can come up like over here or something, a little bit closer, so that we can still engage these guys if necessary, and it looks like we'll be okay. How far can we go? I don't want to go all the way back, because then we'll be too far back. Same thing for like all this region. I don't want to go too far back if I want to engage these guys next turn, right? Decasaur, Forced March can come pretty far. Azazel, Forced March can come pretty far. I want to make sure they're not able to both engage me, because I will be absolutely dead if I do that. Let's creep up to over there, I think. Forced March up to... yeah, that should be okay. Up to over here. Replenish, yep. And then hopefully these guys will move towards Castle von Rauken or something, and then I can strike them. That's why I didn't want to go too far back. Azazel, what are you going to do? Pretty badly damaged army over here. Maybe he'll get involved against Norden. We'll see. We're going to lose Norden. There's nothing we can do about it. It's a bit of a shame. As long as we hold on to Wolfenburg, I'll consider the Confederation valuable enough. Now, that's these guys taken care of. Let's head on over to Nicholas, who's been on a bit of a journey of his own. It hasn't really worked out for us, has it? My moves over here. But that's okay. He's leveled up. Let's go ahead and get him what? Emperor's Finest. Top that off. How do I want to tackle this? See, we can't hit the Blackstone post right now. Between the garrison and the near full stack, it's just impossible for Nicholas alone. So maybe Karl Franz has to come here after he's done dealing with the Greenskins, right? Maybe that needs to happen, because Gotrek is going to go up north to deal with Chaos and Skaven, which I guess is fitting. So Nicholas is on his own for the time being until Karl Franz can make his way over, and he's quite far away. Do I perhaps pull back Gorsel? Because I've been thinking about this for a while. We could take Gorsel, secure the salt mines over here, and then Arnau is currently held by the Black Pit tribe. But these guys, how strong are you? They just have the one settlement. So we could secure the wasteland while we wait for these guys to make some moves. Because if they're outside, sure, I can hit them and I should be able to finish them off. If they're not at the Blackstone post, I should be able to eliminate that army. But they are at the Blackstone post. Because my hesitation there is that, do I move up to Gorsel, or do I set up an ambush somewhere over here amidst the trees ambush success chance of 70%, and maybe draw that army out with us being in ambush stance and pull it off that way. Tempting. Because if we pull too far back, they'll take Jisoru, right? They'll take it. We haven't invested too much. It'll still hurt to see it go. And then they'll move towards Fort Bergeret as well, which is a decently secured fort, actually. So maybe we sacrifice Jisoru, or potentially sacrifice Jisoru, I should say, in the interest of securing Gorcel. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Colonization is going to hurt our units a fair bit, but I think we need to do a bit of recruiting. We'll push into Reichland and get some higher quality troops, in a good opportunity to get higher quality troops, I suppose. And I want to mention really quickly, I can't recall if I said this earlier or not, but I do intend to upgrade troops in this campaign. I mentioned that at the beginning of this series, way back when. I do intend to upgrade troops in this series, and I do intend to carry names forward, symbolizing sort of like, you know, if, for example, our Cleansers of Corruption, they've performed so well, we go ahead and get a unit of Great Swords, and we name them the Cleansers of Corruption, symbolizing or signifying these guys got upgraded equipment. This was brought up in the comments of, I think, the previous episode. It was, might have been the episode prior even, like, why don't I do a bit of upgrading? The reason why I haven't been doing upgrading is because right now, all of our high-quality units are only available in Reichland, and all of our armies have been so, like, spread out, and so I haven't had the opportunity, or the money, truth be told, to invest in those upgrades. But don't worry, higher-tier units are most certainly coming through, and when we can afford it, when we have a bit more money, at Kemperbad, I think I will build our blacksmith as well, and that way we'll have access to higher-tier troops at Tlavikland as well, which is a fairly large tract of land, a lot of benefit from doing that, I think. So fear not, upgrades are coming when we can afford it, which will be soon, and when we're positioned properly for it, right? I can't believe I made this move. You know what I'm going to do? I can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Where's diplomacy? Where is... do they classify under Bretonia? No, they don't. Moussillon, where are you? Where are you, Moussillon? There we go. Vampire Count still, fair enough.
There is desperation
yeah.
in your pitiful eyes.
Let's do this. It's unfortunate. I didn't want to. But I realize even though they're so far away, again, because of the way the AI tends to work, rather than attack their other enemies in the region, they'll attack us. And with only Nicholas here and this threatening army over here as well, I don't think we can keep this war going. They'll declare a fresh one, I'm sure, but for the time being, there's no benefit to us in having this war continue. So fine, let's go ahead and push this peace treaty, take some money from it as well, propose the offer, end this war, and hopefully that'll apply a little less pressure over here while Nicholas is busy securing the wasteland, right? Fitting for his character too. All right, is that everything this turn done? I believe so. Oakenhammer has been secured. Castle Tempelhof has the Emperor preparing to crush this rebellion. Up over here, Ubel's done his bit as well. A bit of a surprise there. Hopefully I really hope they don't reach him there. Our building upgrade available. That can wait. No rush there. Damaged building, I assume that's Voldenhof. That can wait as well. Eventually we'll get there. I just want to bank some money first, and then we'll go ahead and make some decisions like that as far as upgrades and stuff are concerned, because of course I want to make sure money is set aside in case I need it for, you know, like a end turn event or something. On that note, let's hit the end turn button, and as I do so, folks, just want to mention really quickly, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference. It just lets me know that people are interested in watching on the channel, what I should pick up the pace on, what I should slow down, what I should keep going, and what I should perhaps stop. So if you're enjoying this series, if you would like to see Karl and co continue their adventures, hit the like button down below and consider leaving a comment as well, because it does have a very direct impact on what happens on the channel. This is interesting. This is interesting. These two have an alliance, I assume. You know, I mentioned this during my village campaign as well, and maybe these two are allied, and so this doesn't apply here, but in my village campaign, at one point I attacked an army, and right next to the army I attacked was another army that belonged to a different faction. I was at war with both of those factions, but both of those factions were at war with each other as well, and I mentioned then, and I'll mention again now, even though these two might be aligned, and so that's fine if they're allied, I'd mentioned then, though, that wouldn't free-for-alls be really cool in campaign? I remember when free-for-alls were announced returning in Total War Warhammer 2, but it was mentioned it was for multiplayer only or for battles only, and I was like, can we get them in campaign? And unfortunately, the answer was no. I think moments like that are so cool in the campaign when you have a free-for-all. Like, if you imagine these guys, again, I don't know if they are allied. Well, let's say they are. Imagine, though, hypothetically they weren't. And imagine this battle ended up being a three-way free-for-all, where I just hid my troops, waiting for the AI to attack each other and finish each other off, and then go in and mop up what's left. I mean, I might still lose that free-for-all battle because I have basically nothing, but it would be an interesting dynamic which would shift what happened on the campaign map, right? But it is what it is. I just wanted to mention that. What do you guys think? Free-for-alls in the campaign, it just makes sense to me, right? When three enemies meet on a battlefield, you're not going to team up with one side. Anyway, it is what it is. Decisive defeat over here is what it is. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve that. Not going to fight that. They'll take Norden. It's okay. I'm not surprised. We saw this coming. Well, I didn't see that coming. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. They burnt it down. If they'd held on to it, they would have at least gained replenishment over here, but by burning it down, they're not going to get replenishment. Well, that was an interesting choice. Supervisor for Karl Franz, good for him. Line of sight and campaign movement range increase. I like that, actually. Nicholas gets the same as well. All right, good stuff. That'll actually come in handy. Norden has, yeah, been raised. Weird. Ooh, Kemmler's back. Kemmler's back. He's on that full stack. Of course he is, which is now actually a full stack. I was using that as like shorthand, but no, this is actually a full stack now. So he's going to hit Jisoru soon. Do I still want to go through with my colonization efforts over here? Knowing full well it'll hurt my army. Yes, because like I said, I want to upgrade some troops, and it looks like if I don't make it here, then Midland will, and I would very much like the salt for myself. There's plenty of salt to be found in southern Slovenia as well, and northern Slovenia. From all those times I fought Vlad and he survived. Plenty of salt. Plenty of salt. But let's secure it here at Gorsel too. Up we go. Colonize. That is it's expensive. And it's a turn waiting there as well. So at least we'll get a bit of replenishment over here. Can we recruit any units here? These are Elector State units. What am I looking at here? We can actually get some spears. Empire Knights we cannot get up over here in the wasteland. Pistoliers we can get as well. Well, I don't want to start Pistoliers from scratch. They're quite nicely leveled up. Spears, though. Spears I could do. What if I merge you two? And then merge you in there. Will they go up to Silver 1 or will they go down to Bronze 3? Either way, it's fine. I'm just curious. They will go up to Silver 1. Looks like. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and merge these two as well. Alright. Now, hang on a second. Hello. Hello. Okay, this is nice. I'm not going to recruit these troops because these guys, they appear right away. And I would rather not pay the upkeep cost for an extra turn if I don't need to. But next turn we'll have access to the Bordermen, and this turn we already have access to Sutzen's guns, which would be nice, because this army could very much use some artillery especially, whether it's long range or what I would like to call close range artillery, I suppose. So that's cool. We got to leave 2 slots. Knights of More, maybe? Maybe the Knights of More? We'll see. But what else can we merge and what else can we recruit? So I need 2 slots at the very least. Can't recruit any more swords. We can do that at Reichland, I suppose. So sure, why don't we get a unit of spears? And everything else we'll get next turn. I could do some global recruitment as well, but I'm not going to wait here for 2 turns. That doesn't make sense. I got to move further down south. So sure, that sounds good to me. Cool. That's this taken care of. Gorsel is taken. Let's go ahead and get you building. 3 turns it'll take, 1,000 it'll cost. Yeah, I suppose that's a safe enough bet. We actually want the salt to start flowing, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, excellent. Meanwhile, all the way over here, let's go ahead and get Gottschrick where? Up to Eschen. We don't want to keep him here because, again, the replenishment rates reduce significantly, right? Let's go ahead and move him up to Eschen with a forced march. Yeah, we can't get to Castle Tempelhof. Otherwise, I would have swapped him in because I want Gottschrick moving up this way to support Ubel, right? But let's go ahead and put you into Eschen. Because he needs to be in a settlement, otherwise he's going to suffer from attrition, as you saw. This is all well and good, though. Good replenishment there. Karl Franz, let's go ahead and dive on into this battle over here. I love that roar so much. It puts a smile on my face every time. But we're going to auto-resolve this. I'm sure eventually we'll get a battle in this episode, but we'll auto-resolve this. Decisive victory, low casualties, a pitiful army we're up against. Go ahead and crush the rebellion. Thank you very much. There it is. Decent bit of money. Take a bit more as well, why not? Yeah, excellent. Attack-minded, apprentice wizard gain, sword of strife, good stuff. Vagabond, cool. Thank you. Can you still move? How far can you move? You can move as far as Waldenhof. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get you to Waldenhof, because then we can replenish to full strength over here, right? Yep. And then we'll go ahead and hit, Karak Raziak, get our raise or sack done. In 3 turns we have, we should be able to get there in 3 turns time. That shouldn't be a problem. And then again, Karak Angor, right, for the gold mine. Alright, up over here. Ubel, what to do with you? I could strike at Eringrad. Just notice the smoke over here. Zavastra is being sieged by the Ice Court. That's promising. At least our neighbors are doing something about the rat infestation. On that note, though, I was saying I could go up to Eringrad, but there is definitely a rat infestation up there, which is why I'm a little hesitant. It might draw Rot up there, which isn't bad, I suppose. Might draw all these guys up there. Actually, let me check here real quick. Oh, okay, yeah. It looks like they do have a defensive alliance. Well, it's a defensive alliance. Why did you join them in an aggressive offensive battle then? Anyway, it is what it is. Throt cannot reach us if we hit Eringrad. Because I imagine it's got quite the garrison, right? Like, Eringrad will be difficult to take. We might actually not even be able to take it with just Ubel. But if I hit Eringrad, I could draw Throt this way. Not sure what these guys will do. Are they able to reach us? Nope. With a forced march. And no. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Especially because these guys aren't recovering. They're not replenishing. So up to Eringrad we go. Valiant defeat. Skaven revealed, you don't say. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're properly allied with these guys. They outposts and everything. Let's go ahead and build, sure, a siege tower. Don't think I'll be able to pull this off. Standard of discipline, let's put you on here. And go ahead and continue the siege. I don't think we'll be able to take this on. Because don't forget, it's not just about the army, right? It's about the walls and towers as well, and I do believe the external towers can cause a ton of damage. Those Chaos Warriors are kind of scary as well. And this really is just more about bait. I want to draw these guys back rather than deeper into my territory. Alright, cool. Unassigned skill points. Where's that? Karl Franz, devastating charge for you. We do tend to send him charging in, so that'll be helpful. Building upgrade available. No, you know what? With the money we have, why don't we finally go ahead and get Kemperbad. It's Blacksmith. And then we can recruit some of these better troops at Talabekland. Kappelberg got taken by Stirland? God damn it. Come on, guys. Are you for real? They just did it, too. It's nowhere near you. Why would you do that? Oh, my God. And how come I don't get an event allowing me to demand the return of Kappelberg to me? Whatever. It's fine. I do want to upgrade Talabheim soon as well. 4,000 it costs. We'll be able to afford it soon because I want to upgrade some of these buildings. Especially here. I want to get these great swords coming sooner rather than later, right? By the way, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do what? Most of our money spent. Don't I have the option? Yes, I do. At Uberstrike to upgrade this a bit further. Make some more money over here. 1,000 left over. I like having... Okay. Maybe this one can wait. Where are we? That's a little too far over. Maybe this can wait until next turn. I like having some money left over for inter-turn events, right? And I believe that's everything. Building upgrade available. That'll have to wait. Damaged building. That'll have to wait as well. And that's our turn done. Let's see in particular what the AI does up over here. And the turn there. Very nervous about... They all just disappeared. They all just disappeared. I don't know where they went. I don't like that. Okay. I mean, I don't like that either. I don't like that it's that they're so close. But I'm glad I at least know where that army is now. And of course, Ajisoru will fall now. Auto-resolve this. Little concerning. Decisive defeat, of course, caused a bit of damage here and there, so that's at least well and good. But we're out of position to actually dive in and take advantage of that. I'm surprised they didn't take it. I'm surprised they didn't not colonize, but occupy it. I don't think we can hit Erengrad right now. I don't think that's an option. If we were able to cause a bit more attrition to the army first, perhaps. But right now, if we take Erengrad... Oh, let's deal with this first. We'll stop the war. Get that Imperial authority, I think. Rival states of Wissenland and Stirland have been unable to reconcile their differences and tensions have bubbled over into full-blown war. Even von Leibowitz of Wissenland has declared war on Stirland. What action will you take? I will stop the war. It'll cost me some prestige. I've got plenty of it. Imperial authority will be gained. Go for it. Cool. Cool. Ooh, nice. Recruitment cost reduction. Right on time, too. I like it. Grievous over here, sure. And Jisaru was sacked. Yeah, very surprised by that. So, as I was saying, if I take Erengrad right now, any damage that befalls us, Throt will take full advantage of. And he's able to replenish over here. He's got 3 Plague Claw catapults. We do not stand a chance. Let's be realistic, right? So we should pull back. And where did those armies go? Are they moving towards Salzenland? Should I give chase? I think so. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. It is so tempting. But that is just unaffordable because of what will happen to this army afterwards. No, sucks, but break the siege. Break the siege. Pull back. And let's slowly creep our way forward. What are our ambush chances? 70%. Where are you? Where are you? Move up a bit further.
On the trail. Stay together.
I don't want to go with the forced march because then they'll swarm me. This was a dangerous move. This itself was a dangerous move. Garrison Lord not move. Karl Franz. Let's go ahead and forced march. Move you as close as we can get to our destination here.
My orders are to move.
Full strength. We're still fine. What is this? Snide. Watch. Next turn this becomes a full stack. And Azag gets put in charge. Guaranteed. Meanwhile, Gotrek. Can't get to Mordheim, eh? Can't get to Mordheim. What's the fastest way up over... Oh, are they? This will take us, what, 3 turns? Alright, let's try this. Because up this way, I think there's some people we'd upset if we go right through the Griffin Wood, right? Yeah. So let's go up this way, up to Hergig. Close enough to Mordheim. Replenishment rate goes down so much. Maybe we stop at Krugenheim on our way up or something to get a big boost to replenishment. We'll see. We will see. Over here, let's go ahead and get Kemperbad. It's... Where'd it go? There it is. Yep, 2400. That should be okay. Or, you know what? I might need to cancel that again. My apologies. Because I want to do some recruiting in this army, right? And that can get quite expensive. Can I get to Reichland? I can. Right at the edge over here. Not going to have the best replenishment. But we'll have access to better troops. Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Ever onward.
Ever onward indeed. Let's go ahead and recruit. Now, what do we want to recruit? What do we want to recruit? Why don't we go ahead with, first of all... Well, we need... No, I'm not going to recruit these guys yet, because again, we have... They'll arrive immediately, and if I can save 500 in upkeep costs, I should. So, do I go ahead and get these swordsmen merged? Cleansers of Corruption, will they come out on top? Yep. And the Grunberg Herd Swordsmen will stay as they are. We can get some great swords to replace the swords we just lost. The halberds, I can merge these halberds as well and recruit some replacement halberds. They'll be the same rank, so that's all well and good. Yep, merge these halberds. Good stuff. Recruit a replacement unit. Excellent. The spears are unfortunately at full strength. The crossbows, we could do some merging for the crossbows as well and get some replacements. So sure, we have the Rainmakers over here. Yep, still the Rainmakers. And we have the Bane of the Berserkers. There we go. Cool. Get a pair of crossbows. And that leaves 2 slots open for our additional units to come. These Empire Knights, can I merge them? I should be able to. I can't recruit any more units, though. I can't recruit any more units in this one turn, though, so I'm going to leave them be for the time being. I wish I'd realized, because I would have swapped Wish I thought I had. I would have swapped these guys to the local recruitment cap increase, but it's fine, it's fine.
What orders?
It's fine, we're replenishing well enough. Numbers are coming through. We might need to spend another turn here replenishing anyway if we're going to take all this nonsense on. Where did he go? Oh no. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Ijisuru will fall for sure. There's nothing we can do about that. Building upgrade, damage building, and that's the turn done. It's so weird to... Yeah, I guess that is the turn done.
Oak Slayer!
I'm really worried about Ubel over here. Oh no, you know what?
Stupid experiment. Waste of time.
I didn't think about Throt. This could be bad. We'll have to retreat if Throt comes for us. I don't know if I can face off against 3 Plague Claw catapults and 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. My goodness, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Otherwise in a pretty good position. Otherwise feeling alright. Just gotta wait for reinforcements to arrive up north over here. Truth be told, this could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone significantly worse. Yeah, there you go. He's in Erengrad right now. No surprise there. No surprise there. Not sure what Azazel might do. The Barrow Legion is weak, apparently. Oh, crap. There's the answer to that question. Ubel has Lightning Strike at tier 3. I'm 99% sure. This could be a golden opportunity. This could be a golden opportunity. There's a bit of a risk involved, but the army's prepared well enough, I think. The Red Duke ambusher discovered. Well, hang on a second. We're at peace, right? Ambusher. Oh, there we go. Yes, we are at peace. They're deep in our territory. Wow. Okay, I'm glad I got that peace deal when I did. There's a full 20 stack and a kind of scary one too. Cairn Wraiths. They got Blood Knights. They got all these. Jeez, Christ. Okay, that worked out. And they didn't act. Where is? Who destroyed?
Insolence. Arch Lecter.
Oh man, what happened here?
Mistake me for a fool.
Was his army destroyed? Who would have done it? Who are they at war with? Oh, did Bretonia, did Carcassonne come up and... God damn it. Golden opportunity missed. Potentially.
Ready to serve.
Nicholas Herman, up to Jisuru? Why can't you move? What happened here? Oh.
This path is no more certain than that chosen for us by blind chance.
I smell a troll in the mountains, manling. Time to kill or be killed.
Of course. Of course. Speak of the devil. Wasn't I just talking about, how they're not a permanent fixture? Off they go. Why do I have a skull face over here? What is going on right now? I don't like this. Either way, let's get Ulrich Strom in charge of this army, I suppose. That Gotrek and Felix used to lead. That is such a shame. That is such a bummer. They've been fun to have around, but they must leave us now, I suppose. Ulrich Strom, let's put you in charge of this army. I'll just put your cunning to the test. And imminent rebellion at Hochland. Beautiful. There you have it. Gotrek and Felix depart. Eager to find better opportunities for the Dwarf Slayer's heroic doom, Gotrek and Felix have left your faction to continue their travels. Perhaps in time you will encounter the eccentric mercenaries again, though hopefully not from the opposite side of the battlefield. And we'll see. Alright, hang on a second now. Before I deal with Ulrich over here, what's happening over here? Oh, I guess we were stuck because of that event, the Gotrek and Felix event. Okay, hold on. Before I make any commitments over here.
My minions are restless.
Strength rank 128.
For your sake.
Yeah, they can't have 2 armies in that state. So why don't we go ahead and send Nicholas up to Jisuru? Up to Jisuru, let's go.
Moving out. I serve.
Yeah, looks okay. We can replenish. Whoa, what happened to our economy? Is it because of our missing Elector Count? In which case, I guess Wolf from Hellborg can go there instead now.
Agreed.
He agrees. Swap him out eventually. Sure, somebody else will be able to fill that rank better. This is okay. I just wonder about recruiting those those 2 troops as well. 500 it'll cost us. I think it's a worthwhile expense. In case something is laying in wait to strike at us, I would like to be prepared for it. So let's recruit these 2. Cool. And maybe we'll even push into the Blackstone Post now. Goddamn, Terrorgeist, Hex Wraiths. Not loving it. Might not be able to pull that off exactly how I just described it, but we'll figure something out. Alright, up over here, the Emperor is about to hit Karak Raziak, and let me just double check over here. It's raise or sack. Okay. Sacking it is not worth it. We're going to burn it down. We're going to burn it down. Decisive victory, low casualties. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this one as well. Okay. We'll have a fight shortly, I'm sure. Azazel's up there, don't forget. Less than 300 lost, all good. And let's go ahead and raise it. Done. Entertainer. Good stuff. And we actually managed to do that right on time there. Good. I'll definitely enjoy that extra money. Thank you very much. Let's spend it right away at Kemperbad over here. Get the blacksmith. Yeah. A worthwhile expense, I think. Meanwhile, Ulrich Strahm, you have room for 1 more unit. But there's a rebellion imminent at Hockland, right? Yes. It'll definitely pop next turn. So why don't we go ahead and move you... Oh, he's so slow. Oh, he's so much slower than Gotrek and Felix, isn't he? Alright, well, make your way up, I suppose, as quickly as you can.
Sigma compels us.
Yikes. The replenishment is going to be happening quite slowly as well. This is a little concerning. Once we're done up over here, we might need to pull back to deal with that rebellion. But I thought... Yes. Oh, maybe not. Right, because we just raised. We can't move the Emperor. I wanted to pull back and replenish before we go up to hit Karakungor. Because Golgaz or Golzag Edbutts here now. So is there 2 armies? Golzag and who was the other one? Snide? Right, that was a different name. And maybe a 3rd one with Azag somewhere. But I want Karakungor. I want it bad. Real bad. Castle Drakenhof, why don't we go ahead and invest in the tap room? Because it's too expensive. I don't want to have some money left over between turns. What happened to our economy? Why did it take such a big hit? Can we take a look at some opportunities here, perhaps? Nothing. Nothing. Alright, it is what it is. Fine, fair enough. Unassigned skill points. Who is that? Ulrich? Right. Route Marcher for you. Oh, that'll get us some extra movement. Cool. Route Marcher, Leader of Renown, and perhaps Fervent and Irrepressible. And then we can get towards a Lightning Strike, right? This will give us a little bit more movement. The tiniest bit more movement. Is that really all it is? Huh. Sure.
Let us move.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, up over here.
Yes.
You are not.
Azazel's in forced march right now. Decasaur has a damaged army. Ubel has Lightning Strike at tier 3. If I strike Azazel right now, the balance of power is in our favor. I don't think that balance takes into consideration reinforcements that are coming in. But if I take them on right now, I think I should be able to destroy them. At least this one army. And they'll have 2. We'll still be able to retreat if need be. I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity, right? Now, where is the Sarl are right behind us as well. So that's somewhat scary, because if these guys come at me from both sides, Ubel's in a lot of trouble. What am I going to do? Cower before them? No. Let's dive in. Against Azazel we go. Again, forced march, so not able to, Oh, get away with your seduction. Get out of here. Lightning Strike, though? Yeah, close victory, low casualties. That sounds better to me than trying to take both of these guys on at the same time. We'll just get swarmed and outmaneuvered. I just don't think that's a good call. Am I going to have to kill my own crossbows here? It is what it is. Not much else we can do about it. To the battlefield we go to destroy Azazel. Keep Decasaur at bay with our Lightning Strike. And at least eliminate one threatening army. Alright, folks, it is a very, very pink battlefield. Hopefully we're going to be okay over here. Azazel needs to be focused down and eliminated as quickly as possible. Dropped from the air. God, what a cool model, though. But yeah, we got to take care of him really quickly. We've got some chariots to be worried about as well. And I need to be very wary about the fact that I'm not super comfortable with Ubel either, right? We do have the benefits to our army, though, because of Ubel's recently acquired role title, I suppose we could call it. So that'll be all well and good. Let's not forget the enemy has dire wolves as well. Quite a few of them, if I recall correctly. Sorry, Chaos Warhounds. Gotten so used to fighting our vampire count friends. So I have to be concerned about that. I more am concerned about Azazel coming in from over top, which is why I'm doing these gaps. Otherwise, if it was just the Warhounds, I wouldn't really worry about these gaps, but he's up in the air, so that's a bit more concerning. The Pistoliers, do I feel good putting them up front? I don't know about that. Speed of 117 on Azazel versus our 90. Let's try it. It gives us something to do in the opening salvos, right? Cool. Frontline, hold on. Guard mode for these guys. Get you grouped up as well. Guard mode on you too. Now, all these swords, again, they're just swordsmen, and so this is not a very powerful army by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. The spears on this side to block off anything that wants to come in from this side. We do have some chaos spawn. There's some chariots on this side, so hopefully this will come in handy. The same thing over here as well. Again, Warhounds are not large units, so anti-large doesn't do anything against them. But of course, we do still want to, you know, block access to our crossbows and stuff. Let's do that, and let's do this. So maybe bait those guys to come this way and then crush them, like pop out of the trees and crush them. That might work out. Yeah, sure. This feels alright. Let's begin. Eliminate these demonettes first. Oh, look at the Warhounds are terrifying. They move so quickly. Oh, there's the whip. Just barely missed us. Our own crossbows are firing at us. How dare they? Pull back, fire away. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get some damage done, whatever we can. Already morale is so low. Gotta steer clear of these Warhounds as well. And in comes Azazel too. No, he's staying back. Okay, cool. Fire away these demonettes, please. Keep at it. Fire, I said. Take a couple shots. In comes another whip. Yep. Oh, a little bit of damage. Not too bad. Still pulling back. All these guys up over here. These guys are coming around the side over here as well. Pull the Pistoliers over this way. Spears are ready. In come the Warhounds, it looks like. How are these guys doing? Turn these guys around to fire over here. Turn these guys around to fire over here. Pull these guys out. Yeah, good shooting. Warhounds up against the spears on the left side. And in we go against these chariots now. Hold, they're coming through. And let them charge in. In comes Azazel as well. Oh, this is painful. In we go, back over here. Charge. Send you over here. Warhounds are going to find this gap. They're going to hit our crossbows, unfortunately. Pull these guys over. I was too busy looking at that flank over there. These spears are coming through. Spears are back over here as well. Those secret chariots are going to get away, unfortunately. Get into these Chaos Warhounds, please, quickly. Turn these guys around to fire up at the Chaos Spawn. Holding the line over here. Our Pistoliers have given up on the fight. That's okay. In come the chariots over here. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Into the crossbows they go. Oh, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Pull these spears up. Chase after these Warhounds. We're okay. Ubel, pull you back. Yeah, get you out of there. Get away from Azazel. Bring these crossbows back. Bring these guns around to fire at Azazel, perhaps. That whip is going to hurt. Spears are still pushing through. Crossbows, apart from the guns, we're actually looking okay. Turn you around. Hit these secret chariots. These swords on the chariots. These spears bring you back on the chariots as well, please. Ubel, fire away at these crossbows, please. Pull you back. Azazel is causing us some trouble. And we go to the Chaos Warhounds over there, though. Secret chariots as well causing us some trouble. Get these guys back over here. The swords, how are we doing? Against the Chaos Spawn. Get the Deathless in there as well against the Chaos Spawn, please. These spears up against the Secret Chariot. Let's go. We're looking down over here. Getting a little preoccupied, it looks like. Pull you up. At Azazel. Ubel, pull back. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit Azazel with this. In comes another whip over here. These spears up against Azazel. Let's go. Come on, quickly now, quickly now. These crossbows and guns against Azazel too, please. Actually, these crossbows against their crossbows, because it causes so much damage. It's insidious how it comes. Bring these guys back a little bit. These spears up and around. Maybe hit some of those marauders and stuff from the back. The Sibilant Slaughtercade as well from the back there would be helpful. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. That rear charge kind of broke these guys, didn't it? Hang in there, folks. Hang in there. Ubel's giving up on the fight. Getting the rear charge over here. How did this battle turn around so quickly? I thought we were doing all right. I I thought we were doing alright for a moment. Come on, get rid of these secret chariots. Hold the line, swords. Hold the line. Oh, this is hurting. This is hurting a lot. Spears chasing after Azazel over here. In comes another whip, it looks like. Oh, yeah. That hurt quite a bit, too. These warhounds are taken care of. Push these guys up. These guys are returning. Booble, fire away at Azazel as well, please. These guys will hopefully return soon. Get these swords in here against the Chaos Spawn. Those crossbows, man. Those crossbows. Where'd my Pistoliers go? They're back. Maybe gotta charge into these crossbows and send these guys firing at the crossbows. These guys will be back soon as well, I hope. Pull these spears down over here. Yep, almost done. Azazel's almost taken care of as well. Pretty good, pretty good. Heartbreakers over here giving up, are they? It looks like it. Send these spears in against Azazel. Send these spears up over here against the Demonettes. Or perhaps up over here against these Marauders. I gotta get these guys to, like, give up on the fighting. In we go. Decent rear charge there. Fighting against the Sylvan Slaughtercade as well with the other unit of Spearmen. Doing alright, I think. Down goes Azazel. Excellent. And we turn around and destroy everything, please. Destroy everything. These spears, stay put over here. Gotta get rid of these Marauders. Get you up over here, please. These guys have returned as well. Crossbows still firing away. No, the Pistoliers have done their job against the enemy crossbows. Pull you back. In comes all the shatters. Looks like the fighting is done. Victory is ours. We took a lot of damage there. My goodness, we took a lot of damage there. Not the biggest fan of how much that hurt. Pyrrhic victory. Yeah. Oh, I could have done a lot better. I could have done a lot better. I got so distracted by the activity on the left side there that I let them get into my crossbows. I could have done a lot better there. Damn. Definitely kicking myself about that. Oh my goodness. Because if I just blocked off their access, our crossbows would have like stayed in position, fired away, and caused so much more damage so much more quickly that our own troops wouldn't have taken so much hurt. Oh boy, they took some hurt. They took some hurt. I don't know if we have any regiments of renown or Elector Count units we could recruit to replace some of these units. I mean, no one was lost, but we'll have to do some merging, right? If we do some merging, recruit some replacements, we might be able to dive into that other army of these guys and actually see some success. Because that is the stronger army. If I recall correctly, it actually has its numbers, whereas Azazel was kind of already a bit bruised. I'm shocked at how much damage was actually caused there. We lost almost 700 soldiers there. Yikes. Not terrible, but yikes still. Pardon the captives. Destroy that army. Again, it was in forced march. These guys are going to push back ever so slightly. Booble, what to do with you? Do I push in? That balance of power is not in our favor at all. Regiments from the Elector Count state troops, rather, I should say. Do we have... We have the Knights of Moor we can get. We have the Stubborn Bulls as well that we can get. So 2 units of cavalry available, fair enough. What about regiments of renown, though? Can we get the Tattersouls? Looks like they're available. Can we get Zinthor's Reichsguard? I know the Sunmaker should be available. The Black Lions as well. Oh man. If these units are available, I could definitely do some merging over here and chase after Decasaur. Because again, the army is hurt. It's just all these like demonettes and stuff that terrify me.
Superb huntsmanship, men. Huntsman General.
Ubel's also very badly hurt, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on him. If we pull back, we could pull back how far? Forced march? Take us pretty far back, actually. It'd take us pretty far back. Folks, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, because this is where we're calling it a session. Ubel finds himself in a very interesting position. We can pull back into safety, or we can potentially go out like heroes, eliminating Decasaur's army over here and weakening Azazel a fair bit. That'll make Throt the only threat up north by the time Gottrik's army, now led by Ulrich Strahm, arrives, and I think that would work out quite well for us. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment. And if you have any name suggestions you would like to apply as well, of course, don't hesitate to leave those down below too. Interesting circumstances across the board. We have this situation over here with Nicholas having bagged quite a few troops that I think will do very well against the undead, so excited for that. And we have, of course, our move to secure the wasteland as well, partly completed too. Lots going on, lots more to go on next time, folks. As always, a Massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.